last year was a fantastic year in Denver. I think that John Elway should be kicking himself because despite the fact that Peyton Manning is obviously a more experienced and better quarterback when it comes to throwing the ball, Tebow obviously made that team click. He had the leadership. He had something that just completed that team, the chemistry. There's so much that you can say about leadership. And it's not always the best, most accurate, or prolific quarterback. You can't argue with success. What Tebow did last year at Denver was phenomenal. And they're hurting now. And also, the New York Jets are hurting now. And I was so ticked off from the beginning when I heard that Tim Tebow was going to the New York Jets in the first place. When it started out as a rumor and I heard it was a possibility, I hit the blogs. I found it detestable. They were booing the kid before the season even started when he showed up at a baseball game. Putting Tim Tebow in New York is like putting a silk hat on a pig. The New York Jet fans are not worthy of Tim Tebow, number one. Secondly, it was stupid from the beginning. It made no sense. If Rex Ryan is so committed to Mark Sanchez, he had no business bringing over Tim Tebow. God only knows what they're paying him, but it couldn't be cheap. So he's bringing in Tebow so he could come in and be an inevitable controversy. So Sanchez would be looking over his shoulder and feeling insecure about himself. That nonsense about putting Tebow in for 3 or 5 plays a game, if that, it's just stupid. It's stupid. It may work, but to pay somebody that amount of money for such a useless role is insane. It was terrible. It was ill-conceived. It should never happen. In my opinion, Tim Tebow should be in Jacksonville, where he is from, where he was raised. It would be perfect. Not to say that Jacksonville would have wanted to pick him up. I have no idea. But that would be a great place for him, or somewhere in Florida. But it's terrible for the Jets. It makes no sense. It's pure stupidity. It was a waste of Tebow's time putting him in a New York Jets uniform. It was a waste of the New York Jets' time, and it was a waste of Tebow's career. And also, it was horrible for the NFL. I mean, it was about the worst, from a business standpoint, the worst thing that they possibly could have had happen was to have Tim Tebow sitting on the bench. I mean, how much interest he brought to the NFL. Not just among Christian fans, but female fans. And just, I mean, I think he was, the number 1 or number 2 top selling jerseys, NFL jerseys last year. The kid is a narrative, a living narrative. He brings so much. He brought so many eyeballs to the game, so much interest. So the NFL has Tim Tebow on the sidelines, basically giving nobody what they want. So all those people that couldn't wait to see Tebow play this year are watching him waste time sitting on the bench while while Rex Ryan destroys that team. It's stupid for everyone. Get Tim Tebow off of that team right now and get him somewhere where he can play and lead a team that needs and appreciates his leadership. Thank you for joining me. I'm Scott Ryan.